Hi, Philip Dodson here from At Work Hubs, Euston Street's #1 co-working space, just over there, and we're going to take you on a journey all the way over there. Power to the people! This way to the hub, come on. And actually, wait, before we go in, we haven't shown you the famous Euston Street area. Let's go! So here we are, outside Falafel Cafe in Drummond Street. This is where we are, powering the world of co-working since Bernie invented it in 1990.
How will I know if I'm co-working properly?
Well, the thing about co-working is that actually it's about just coming to a space, it's just to start to talk to people. You're in a shared room, so like if you're in a coffee shop or a bar or whatever, talk to someone and sit and talk to one and chat. Obviously part of my job in running the space and that is to introduce people and get people talking to each other and stuff like that. So co-working is easy. You can just go online, buy a pass, turn up and get started. The benefits are getting out of the house, getting to be around other people. I think we talked about this many times where there's those kind of friction points. See, if you're at home all day long, you're only going to bump into the cat or the dog. Where here, you've
got a cat or a dog.
Well, you might bump into your furniture then, but here you're going to bump into people, whether it's at the coffee, making a coffee, or just sitting eating your lunch, and you're going to start talking to people, and you're going to start sparking ideas, or even just sharing experiences, or whatever it may well be. And that's what we're designed to be as human beings, is to be around other people. We're not designed to be stuck on our own at home or isolated in a coffee shop somewhere. Co-working has kind of come into two camps. In one camp you've got the kind of real estate that satisfy a need, and it's all very like a 21st century serviced office. And then you've got the other end of the spectrum, which is co-working, which is all about people, which is actually not just about the physical space, but it's more about that community of people, and strong enough to be a community in its own right, and that's what we're working towards and aiming towards.
So it's a bit about freelancing and work on your own, hired gun, warrior without a king and all that kind of stuff.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, my core value, my top core value is freedom, and that's what I want to put into this, is to give people the freedom to no longer be that cog in the wheel, to no longer be part of somebody else's machine and come out of that, but they need to be in an environment where they can actually thrive and be successful in doing that, because a lot of freelancers, as we know, choose that kind of home working option where you end up talking to the cat and watching too much Jeremy Kyle or whatever. And certainly me playing too much PlayStation. So the thing about here is to actually give people a bit of freedom to do their own thing. The other part of the freedom is freedom to work when you want to. So if you want to come in early in the morning, get some work stuff done, and then go off to the park or go and pick your kids up, or maybe take a break in the afternoon, you can do. And that's the freedom that co-working gives versus a real estate option.
And how does Work Hubs work to do that?
How does it work to do that? Well, it's kind of created this open plan space that we're sitting in here now. We've got this lounge area here, there's the kitchen space.
Nice green chairs.
We have the guys over here are on the pop-up co-working that we run.
Say hello.
That come in once a week for the pop-up co-working. This is our community membership table here, so anyone can come in there and just sit there for the day and work for the day, so they don't have to commit to a kind of membership or sign up for my seminars and workshops and books. They can just come and do it for a day.
Can you give us a little bit walk through Work Hubs with us, the infrastructure that supports this whole community?
Well, we got this very big pipe that comes from the Euston Exchange down the road here, and it comes into this box over there. No, we've got this lovely fibre broadband.
Inch-wide net.
Yeah, it's the internet, the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
That's the thing you invented back in 1990. And basically that provides the fibre into the building, so it's 100 megabit per second fibre, which basically means you can watch YouTube really comfortably, and Netflix and stuff like that. The thing is, if you haven't got good Wi-Fi and you haven't got good teas and coffees and stuff like that, then people are going to think, well, I'll stay at Starbucks or I'll stay at home. So we now provide people fruit and healthy snacks and stuff like that. We got rid of the bottled water, so there's no more plastic, there's all glass and filtered mains water. We started to use ethical suppliers for all these things, and it's just about creating things that mean a lot to me and bringing it into my business, and that's important to make sure that your values are represented in what you offer as your business. So we're going to start, as you know, bringing in some workshops here to actually start adding value that way. We're bringing in the community desk to bring more and more people on. Yeah, so it's going to be a variety of things we're going to bring in to start creating more and more of a community here, to connect more and more people, get more and more of those individual home workers and freelancers into the hub.
What's the difference between co-working and networking?
Co-working and networking, well, networking is a kind of one-off thing. So networking is where very often you go to an event, you attend that event, and you will meet a few people, and unfortunately a lot of the networking is kind of buy my stuff kind of environment. Where co-working is a thing where you gradually become part of the community, become regular enough, you get to know people, and you can kind of network then all the time when it suits you and when it's more natural, more serendipitous.
What's ahead for the year?
Okay, so for 2016 is really the whole project, the New World project, about growing this community here, so getting much more involved.
Wait, Phil, what's the New World project?
So the New World project is, as you know, I do quite a lot of blog writing, and my blog writing is very much been about sort of a little bit armchair critic of what's currently set up in terms of how people work, how people live, the kind of political system, the educational system, all those kind of things. And I realised that actually if you want to make a difference, you've actually, instead of criticising, you've actually got to create an alternative. And of course, one person can't change the world. So what you have to do is start off by creating these kind of workshops, creating events, and creating things like that that bring people together who've got like-minded ideas, like-minded values, and then you can start to do something, because then you've got inspired people who can do more than just one individual. So that's what the New World Project is about, is creating an alternative to the current old school world system, giving people a different choice rather than just saying we don't like it, let's put it down. No, here's an alternative. So that's very much the focus from here next year going forward, is to actually start to really grow that project and make a difference. You know, one of the values that's really important to me, we talked about this, is people or community, which covers friends, family, people in general, and that's kind of the lifeblood of what co-working is about. So now my son Oliver works for me as an apprentice. And,
The Apprentice?
The Apprentice, yeah. He's the tiger of co-working, and you know, I might even get to the chance to be able to say in a few months' time, you're fired.
You're fired.
No, we obviously don't run network hubs like that. So it's great to be able to do that, because that's again one of my passions, is the failure of the education system that is generally out there, and failing young people. There's so many young people that are disillusioned with the education system, and then the alternatives of college or kind of stuff like that. And it's great to be able to bring my own son in, to be able to give him the experience of being in a place like this and be able to help him to do that. And I think that's what this business is about. It's about people. So part of the ideas that we've got around the New World project is to have some youth-related projects and to bring young people into some of our workshops so they can get the benefit and experience, because we were talking about this the other night, the challenge that young people have, even if they have got qualifications, is there's that catch-22 of, oh, you don't have any work experience, or you don't have any experience. So they may have lots of good qualifications, but then the challenge is, where do they get that experience? And that's something we've done quite a bit of here. In fact, the previous intern I had here, Alexia, is now working at a law firm running their marketing, and she said that she could have never learned this stuff at college, and now she's got a better job by doing a year's worth of internship here at the hub. And we also have the American interns that come over as well for 6 or 7 week stints at a time, that have also found that huge benefit of getting that real live work experience. And that to me is what's important about co-working in communities, is to be able to give people that opportunity.
So Dodson and Son, and Dodson and the local community.
Yeah, exactly.
Power to the people.
Power to the people. People will pay money for this.
Hopefully £300 a test.
Boom, boom.